Somewhere in the hills, just over there, is the Chauvet Cave. It was discovered in 1994, and inside is artwork that's around 30,000 years old. Some of the best preserved cave paintings anywhere in the world.
Sealed shut for tens of thousands of years. This place was discovered by cavers in 1994 and then closed off to the public immediately. Very few people have ever been allowed in.
Did you know that France's Chauvet Cave, found in 1994, holds the oldest known art, with paintings over 32,000 years old? But that's just the start, as other caves may hold clues that could change our understanding of humanity. Discover secrets of early humans in Spain's ancient bones, dive into underwater caves in Mexico for clues about the first Americans, and more. Come with us as we explore these caves, opened by scientists, uncovering intriguing insights into the human race. Chapter 1. An Ancient Canvas. Chauvet Cave. In the beautiful Ardèche area of France, there is a special cave called the Chauvet Cave. This cave is more than just a simple cave. It shows us the art and spiritual beliefs of people who lived during the Ice Age. Discovered by chance in the year 1994, this cave stands out as an extraordinary find. Unlike other caves that have been found with ancient artwork, the Chauvet Cave is significantly older. Scientific tests have confirmed that the art on its walls dates back to an astonishing 32,000 years ago. As you step inside, you're greeted by a gallery of over 400 vivid depictions of various animals, including horses, lions, rhinoceroses, and bison. The artwork is so dynamic and skillfully created that it gives the impression that these animals are about to leap off the cave walls and into reality. Holding the title for the most ancient cave discovered with such paintings, the Chauvet Cave is truly remarkable. The significance of these ancient creations extends far beyond their age or aesthetic appeal. They challenge and expand our understanding of the capabilities and emotions of early humans. Through these paintings, we see evidence of profound thought and intense emotion. They offer us a window into the European Ice Age, showcasing animals that have since vanished from the Earth. Venturing from the shadows of ancient art into the light of human evolution, we discover a place where our ancestors' bones tell stories older than time itself. Chapter 2. 800,000-year-old bones discovered. In the beautiful Atapuerca Mountains in Spain, there's a very special place that has changed what we know about human history. This place has many caves made of a kind of rock called limestone. Inside these caves, scientists have found very old human bones, some more than 800,000 years old. These bones are among the oldest found in Europe. Before these discoveries, people thought that only Neanderthals lived in Europe. But now we know that different types of humans also lived there a long time ago. Among the most notable sites in this region is the Cima de los Huesos, aptly named the Pit of Bones. This site alone has provided invaluable insights into our evolutionary lineage, revealing a complex web of ancestry that we are only beginning to understand. The Atapuerca Mountains have become synonymous with a diverse fossil record that spans several eras in human history, showcasing remains from species like Homo antecessor, who is posited as a common ancestor to both modern humans and Neanderthals. This challenges long-standing notions and paints a picture of a much more intricate family tree than previously imagined. The abundance and diversity of the fossils discovered in this area have opened up new avenues for scientific inquiry, allowing researchers to delve into the minutiae of early human existence. These studies cover a broad spectrum, from dietary habits and health conditions to social structures and evolutionary development. Leaving the cradle of early European settlers, we dive into the submerged secrets of the New World, where the echoes of the first Americans linger in the dark waters. Chapter 3. Nia's Underwater Secrets. Deep within the underwater caves of the Yucatan Peninsula, hidden beneath the surface, a significant find was made that shed light on the early history of the Americas. Researchers discovered the ancient bones of a young girl, given the name Nia, in a place known as Hoyo Negro, which translates to black hole. This dark cave had a very old secret more than 13,000 years old. Nia's remains are among the oldest human skeletons ever found on the American continents. At the very depths of the Hoyo Negro, they found the remains of this young girl, which represent one of the earliest evidences of human life in the Americas. Nia's bones are a key to unlocking the story of how the first Americans made their way and settled in these lands. The discovery of Nia has made scientists question some of the established ideas about the migration patterns into the Americas. The shape and features of her bones are different, showing a mix of characteristics that you don't see in today's Native American groups. However, through DNA tests, scientists have linked her directly to these modern populations. This evidence supports the idea that the initial settlers of the Americas might have come in a single wave of migration from Siberia, crossing the Bering Land Bridge, and then spread out, evolving into the diverse groups of people found across the continent today. From the ancient corridors of the Americas, we journey to the frozen heart of Siberia, where hidden in the cold lies a revelation that redefines our family tree. Chapter 4. Denisovan DNA Discovery. Hidden in the snowy Altai Mountains of Siberia lies the Denisova Cave, a place that has turned into a key site for scientists exploring the story of how humans evolved. It's here that researchers stumbled upon the Denisovans, a group of early humans we didn't know existed until recently. The discovery came about from the analysis of a small piece of a finger bone and a few teeth found in the cave. These tiny bits of bone, which are between 40,000 and 50,000 years old, have introduced us to a completely new branch of our family tree, different from both the humans of today and the Neanderthals we already knew about. Inside the Denisova cave, the discovery of a fragment from a pinky finger pointed to the existence of these ancient humans. The find has had a huge impact on how we understand the variety of human life long ago, during a time known as the Pleistocene epoch. It turns out that the DNA from these Denisovans is still with us, found in people living in Asia, Oceania, and even some parts of the Americas today. This suggests that Denisovans traveled far and wide and mixed with Neanderthals and early modern humans. The mixing of these groups has had lasting effects, influencing the genetic makeup of current populations. For example, parts of our DNA inherited from Denisovans play a role in how our immune systems work and how we adapt to different environments. As we emerge from the Siberian cold, we return to the warmth of France to discover a canvas that has captured the spirit of prehistoric life in vibrant color. Chapter 5. Lascaux's Prehistoric Art. In 1940, a group of 4 young friends found the Lascaux Cave in the southwest of France, which is now known for containing some of the most impressive prehistoric artwork discovered to date. Inside, the cave walls are covered with more than 600 paintings and 1,500 carvings that are around 17,000 years old, giving us insight into the thoughts and surroundings of people from the Upper Paleolithic period. The very first painting they encountered was a depiction of a cow colored in red with a black head, located near the entrance of what's called the Axial Gallery. These paintings are celebrated for their detailed craftsmanship, variety, and vibrant colors. They feature a wide array of animals, such as horses, deer, large wild cattle known as aurochs, and even predators like lions. The quality of the art suggests a profound bond between our ancestors and their environment, indicating that these images played an important spiritual or ceremonial role. They may have been used in rituals to connect with nature and the spiritual world, or to document important knowledge and beliefs of the time. This cave serves as a powerful reminder of the depth of human creativity and our enduring connection to the natural world. From the silent stories painted on stone, we transition to the monumental silence of nature's masterpieces carved by the relentless hand of time. Chapter 6. Slovenia Underground Palace. In the heart of Slovenia's karst region lies the Škocjan Caves, an awe-inspiring testament to nature's sculptural prowess and geological marvels. These caves have earned global recognition, and the honor of being listed by UNESCO for their extraordinary natural beauty and the distinct karst formations they showcase. Carved meticulously over countless millennia by the relentless flow of the Reka River, this extensive network of limestone caves and subterranean passages forms one of the most spectacular underground canyons found anywhere in the world. The Skotjan Caves are distinguished not just by their vast scale, but by the breathtaking vistas they afford to those who venture inside. Among the many wonders within these caves is the Martel Chamber, which ranks among the globe's largest caverns. This immense space is so large that it could easily house entire buildings within its expanse. Visitors are often enchanted by the auditory experience of the river's waters echoing through the caverns, as well as by the sight of the intricate stalactites and stalagmites that adorn the caves. These formations, resembling delicate sculptures, contribute to an atmosphere that feels both enchanting and out of this world. Beyond their aesthetic allure, the Skotjan Caves hold immense value for scientific exploration and study, particularly in the field of cartography, the study of karst terrains. They serve as a vivid classroom demonstrating the powerful and creative force of water in molding the Earth's surface. Departing from the natural cathedrals of the Earth, we descend into the depths where the bones of our ancient relatives whisper the secrets of our shared past. Chapter 7. Echoes from the Pit. The Pit of Bones, or Cima de los Huesos, found in the Sierra de Atapuerca in northern Spain, stands out as one of the top sites for ancient human studies. This deep and narrow cave has brought to light an amazing collection of ancient human fossils, marking it as a crucial place for learning about how humans evolved. The cave has fossils from at least 28 people who lived during the Middle Pleistocene era, about 430,000 years ago. This makes it one of the biggest and oldest groups of ancient human fossils found to date. The importance of the Pit of Bones is not just in how many fossils there are, but also in how well they've been kept over time and what they teach us about the ancient humans they belong to. The fossils are in great condition and give a lot of detail about what these early humans looked like, their health, and how they might have died. It's thought that these fossils come from the Homo heidelbergensis species, which is an important link in the chain leading to Neanderthals and modern humans. This connection gives us precious insights into our own background. From the solemnity of ancient burial grounds, we step into a world where nature's alchemy transforms the underground into a palace of crystal wonders. Chapter 8. Giants of the Crystal Cave. Deep under the ground in Nica, Mexico, a breathtaking sight feels like something from a fantasy story. The Crystal Cave. Found in 2000 by miners who were digging a new passage in the Nica mine, this underground space is filled with the biggest natural crystals anyone has ever seen. Huge selenite crystals, some as long as 40 feet and weighing tons, spread throughout the cave, making it look like a magical place of immense beauty. These crystals grew in very hot conditions, in water that was hotter than 122 degrees Fahrenheit. The Cave of the Crystals is not just amazing to look at, it's also really important for science. These giant crystals took hundreds of thousands of years to form under special conditions. A magma chamber deep in the earth heated the water full of sulfide ions, which helped the selenite crystals grow. By studying this cave, scientists like geologists and those who study crystals can learn a lot about how minerals form and the Earth's geological past. Turning away from the crystalline depths, we unroll the scrolls of time, where ancient texts bridge the gap between the mystical and the historical. Chapter 9. Scrolls of Ancient Mysteries. The finding of the Dead Sea Scrolls in caves near the Dead Sea in the West Bank from 1947 to 1956 marks a major archaeological breakthrough of the 20th century. These old writings, made up of thousands of pieces from around 900 documents, are from between the 3rd century BCE and the 1st century CE. They contain the earliest versions of the Hebrew Bible ever found, as well as other religious texts that were not included in the Bible and writings specific to a religious group, shedding light on the beliefs and culture during the time of the Second Temple Judaism. Among these texts is the complete book of Isaiah, just like in today's Bible. The Dead Sea Scrolls are incredibly important for both history and religion. They have given experts valuable details about how the Hebrew Bible was formed and the beginnings of Christianity and Rabbinic Judaism. The differences seen in these texts from the traditional Hebrew Bible used today show there were a variety of religious ideas and practices back then. The writings that were specific to a religious group provide a look into the life and beliefs of the Essenes, a Jewish group thought to have lived in Qumran. As we leave the desert's ancient library, we plunge beneath the waves to uncover tales etched in stone, hidden from the sun's gaze. Chapter 10. Submerged Stones of Cosca. The Cosca Cave is a special place near Marseille, France, that takes you back in time. To get inside, you must dive underwater because its entrance is 37 meters deep in the sea. A diver named Henri Cosca found it in 1991. Inside there are ancient drawings and carvings made between 27,000 and 19,000 years ago. These artworks show us what life was like for people during the Stone Age. You can see animals like horses, mountain goats, large extinct cows, and even sea animals such as seals and what look like penguins. These pictures are very important because they help us understand the world of our ancient ancestors and how they expressed themselves through art. The cave also tells us about how the Earth's weather and sea levels have changed. A long time ago you could walk to this cave, but now it's under the sea. This change shows how much sea levels have risen since the Ice Age about 20,000 years ago. It reminds us that the Earth's climate has always been changing and that people have always found ways to adapt to these changes. Rising from the depths, we travel to a place where monumental stones rewrite the story of civilization's dawn, challenging what we thought we knew. Chapter 11. Göbekli Tepe's Ancient Carvings. Göbekli Tepe stands as a breathtaking historical site that outdates Stonehenge by more than 6,000 years, making it a significant point of interest in the study of human history. Found in the southeastern part of Turkey, its origins trace back to the 10th millennium BCE, pushing us to rethink what we know about how early civilizations and their religious customs came to be. This place is unique because, unlike many other ancient constructions that were typically made by societies who farmed, Göbekli Tepe was built by people who lived by hunting and gathering. This fact alone broadens our understanding of how advanced and complex these early human groups' social and spiritual lives were. Göbekli Tepe is made up of several stone enclosures which are circular or oval in shape. These are highlighted by huge T-shaped limestone pillars that stand out because of their elaborate carvings. The carvings show a variety of animals and mysterious symbols, bringing to life scenes that include fierce lions, sturdy bulls, wild boars, cunning foxes, and a range of other creatures. These images are some of the oldest known forms of storytelling through art. They reveal that the people of that time had a rich and complex system of symbols to communicate ideas, which existed long before the invention of writing. This suggests that the ability to express thoughts and stories through art was developed very early in human history, showing a level of sophistication and creativity in these ancient communities that was previously not acknowledged. From the enigmatic pillars of early worship, we delve into the darkness of Altamira, where prehistoric artistry illuminates the depth of human expression. Chapter 12. Altamira's Artistic Legacy. The cave of Altamira in northern Spain, discovered in 1879 by Marcelino Sanz de Satuola, houses some of the earliest human art, dating back 15,000 to 16,000 years. These Upper Paleolithic paintings showcase early humans' artistic and creative prowess. The cave's walls are richly adorned with lifelike depictions of animals, human handprints, and abstract symbols, demonstrating remarkable skill and aesthetic insight. Initially, the discovery of Altamira's paintings sparked debate among scholars. Many doubted that prehistoric humans could produce such sophisticated artwork challenging existing beliefs about their intellectual and expressive capabilities. However, as evidence mounted, skepticism waned, and the cave's historical and artistic value was universally recognized. Altamira's paintings not only revolutionized our understanding of prehistoric art, but also deepened our appreciation for the cognitive and creative abilities of early humans. The cave has been declared a World Heritage Site, affirming its significance as a cultural and historical treasure. Through Altamira, we gain insights into the artistic expression and aesthetic sensibility of our ancestors, revealing a complex understanding of their world and an ability to communicate it through art. This discovery has forever altered our perceptions of prehistoric humans, highlighting their capacity for complex thought and expression long before the written word. Leaving behind the canvas of early human creativity, we uncover a discovery in Africa's heart that challenges the framework of our evolutionary tale. Chapter 13: Homo naledi's Hidden Chamber. In 2013, the unearthing of Homo naledi within the Rising Star cave system in South Africa marked a significant moment in our grasp of human evolution. This species, exhibiting a combination of old-fashioned and advanced features, offers a distinct mixture of physical characteristics that complicate the straightforward story of our ancestors. With a small brain similar in size to that of an Australopithecus, yet a bodily structure that resembles members of the Homo genus, Homo naledi serves as a crucial link in the evolutionary chain that scientists have long found baffling. The significance of Homo naledi for our understanding of where we come from is immense. These remains, dated between 236,000 and 335,000 years ago, hint at the possibility that Homo naledi might have lived alongside the earliest Homo sapiens in Africa. This notion disrupts the simpler, previously accepted idea of a direct evolutionary path to modern humans, suggesting instead a more intricate intermingling of different human-like species at various times. Additionally, the behaviors inferred for Homo naledi, especially the potential deliberate burial of their dead, point to a sophistication in thinking and social practices not expected in such an old species. If proven true, this would imply that the capacity for symbolic thought and maybe even rudimentary forms of culture could have appeared much sooner in our evolutionary story than was once believed. From the depths of a cave that redefines our lineage, we journey across the sands of time to a desert where ancient art thrives, preserved by the arid embrace. Chapter 14: Sahara's Ancient Art Gallery. Hidden in the Sahara Desert's vastness, the Cave of Wonders, also recognized as part of the Caucasus Mountains, serves as a portal to ancient times with its rich trove of rock paintings and carvings from thousands of years ago. These artworks paint a picture of a Sahara that was once green and full of life, quite unlike the desert we know today. They capture a wide array of life scenes, featuring animals like giraffes, elephants, and crocodiles, as well as humans involved in everyday activities such as hunting and dancing. The importance of the Cave of Wonders art goes beyond its visual appeal, offering insights into the lives of the Sahara's early residents. These drawings show how nature and people can change over time. The different pictures of plants and animals hint that the place used to be wetter and full of life, good for people to live in. The art also lets us peek into how these old communities lived and what they thought was important. We can see how closely connected they were to nature, like how they hunted and which animals they respected a lot. Some of the characters in the art might represent important leaders or religious figures, maybe even shamans or gods. This suggests that these people had complex social rules and beliefs. Moving away from the desert's area full of old drawings, we find a cave near the sea. Inside this cave are some of the first signs of human creativity and advanced thinking. Chapter 15: Blombos, Birthplace of Creativity. Blombos Cave, found on the south coast of South Africa, is really important for learning about how human creativity and thinking started a long time ago. This cave has old objects that are between 75,000 and 100,000 years old. These finds make us think that modern human behavior began earlier than we used to believe. Some of the main things found in the cave are ochre, a kind of earth pigment, with patterns carved into it, beads made from shells probably used for decorating, and tools made from bone. These findings suggest that people from this time had the ability for symbolic thought and complex social interactions, qualities once thought to belong to later times and other places. The ochre pieces found in Blombos Cave are very special. They are some of the oldest examples of art and using symbols to communicate. The way these pieces were carved on purpose shows that early humans could think in complex ways. They wanted to make symbols that could share messages or were important in their culture. This tells us that these early humans were as smart as people today. They also made advanced stone tools and used natural materials as glue, which shows they were good at solving problems and planning. Finding beads made from shells hints that they used personal decorations, maybe for social reasons or to feel more connected as a group. From the first glimmers of symbolic thought, we move to a cavern where prehistoric canvases ponder the mysteries of existence through art. Chapter 16. Pech Merle's Enigmatic Art. The Pech Merle Cave in France's Lot region is an ancient treasure, fascinating both experts and the public with its prehistoric art and unsolved mysteries. About 25,000 years old, it contains over 700 images, including paintings and etchings of horses, mammoths, aurochs, human figures, and enigmatic symbols whose meanings are still debated today. A standout feature is the panel of spotted horses, which has led to discussions among archaeologists. The debate revolves around whether the spots are artistic interpretations or depict a specific breed of horse from that era. The cave also features rare human representations in Paleolithic art, adding to its allure. The mysteries of Pech Merle are not just about the artwork, but also about the creators themselves. What were their lives like? What significance did these symbols hold for them? There's speculation that the art wasn't purely decorative, but served deeper spiritual or ritual purposes, possibly linked to hunting magic or shamanic practices. This speculation offers insights into the complex lives of our ancestors, suggesting that art, spirituality, and survival were closely connected in their world. Pech Merle stands as a profound link to our ancient past, inviting ongoing exploration and interpretation. Emerging from the shadows of prehistoric expression, we enter ancient chambers that bear witness to the Earth's formative whispers and mankind's enduring awe. Chapter 17. Sudwala's Timeless Echoes. The Sudwala Caves, found in South Africa's Mpumalanga province, hold the title of some of the oldest caves our planet has to offer, with their origins stretching back more than 240 million years. These caverns, sculpted from Precambrian dolomite rock, due to the action of natural acids found in groundwater, stand as a vivid reminder of the ever-changing nature of our Earth's geology. What makes the Sudwala Caves particularly remarkable isn't just their incredible age, but also the awe-inspiring natural art within them, such as the stalactites and stalagmites that hang and rise like ancient sculptures. Among these natural wonders is the Screaming Monster, a formation that, with a bit of imagination, looks like a face caught in a silent scream. Throughout history, these caves have woven themselves into the fabric of local Swazi culture and lore. In the 1800s, they were even transformed into a stronghold, providing refuge and a strategic advantage during periods of warfare and unrest. From a geological perspective, the Sudwala Caves are a treasure trove of information, offering deep insights into the Earth's lengthy and complex history. They are nestled within the Malmane Dolomites, remnants of the bygone supercontinent Gondwana, which allows researchers a rare glimpse into the environmental and geological forces that have sculpted the Earth over eons. From the echo of ancient footsteps in subterranean halls, we travel to an island cave where the discovery of the smallest humans challenges giants of archaeological thought. Chapter 18. The Hobbit of Flores. In the heart of Indonesia, on a small island called Flores, lies a cave called Liang Bua. This cave became world famous in 2003 because of an incredible discovery that made scientists rethink what they knew about how humans evolved. Inside this cave, researchers found the bones of a very small type of early human, given the cute nickname the Hobbit because they were so tiny. These ancient beings, officially known as Homo floresiensis, lived sometime between 50,000 and 100,000 years ago. The discovery of the Hobbit was groundbreaking for many reasons. One of the biggest surprises was the idea that these small humans might have lived at the same time as modern humans, as Homo sapiens, and perhaps even alongside other types of early humans like Neanderthals and Denisovans. The physical traits of these tiny humans were quite fascinating. Despite having a brain about the size of a chimpanzee's, there was clear evidence they made and used tools and even hunted for food. This was a big deal because it challenged the long-held belief that a bigger brain automatically meant greater intelligence and ability. The evidence from Liangbua suggested that these small-brained humans were capable of complex behaviors and skills, which made scientists question how brain size really affects intelligence. It showed that being smart and able to do remarkable things like making tools or hunting didn't solely depend on having a big brain. Leaving behind the lore of diminutive humans, we traverse the sands to a plateau where rock art unravels the verdant past of a now parched world. Chapter 19. Sahara's thousand-year-old painting. Tassili Najer is a huge area in the Sahara Desert in southeast Algeria. It's like a treasure chest from long ago, holding one of the biggest collections of old rock drawings in the world. Some of these drawings are about 12,000 years old. The carvings show us a time when the Sahara was not just sand and hot, but a green, lively place full of different animals. This artwork gives us a look into the lives of people who lived in what is now a very dry place, showing hunting, dancing, and daily life. They also show animals like crocodiles, hippos, and antelopes that once lived in the green Sahara. These old carvings do more than tell us how the Sahara's environment changed. They also let us see the cultures and beliefs of the people who lived there long ago. Some of the most interesting drawings are of round heads, which some people think are gods or ancestor spirits. This shows that the ancient people of Tassili Najer had a deep spiritual life and took part in important rituals. From the canvas of the Sahara to the cradle of humankind, we explore caverns where the very bones of the earth reveal the dawn of humanity. Chapter 20. Sterkfontein's Fossil. Close to Johannesburg, South Africa, in a place called the Cradle of Humankind World Heritage Site, there are the Sterkfontein Caves. These caves are full of ancient history. They are some of the most important places in the world to find fossils of our early ancestors, and their history goes back millions of years. By 2010, these caves had already given us more than a third of all the early human-like fossils found. Two big discoveries here were the remains of an ancient human relative called Mrs. Pless and another called Littlefoot, which is an almost complete skeleton of a similar creature that lived 3.67 million years ago. These finds have helped us understand what some of our ancient relatives might have looked like, how they lived and their environment. The discoveries at the Sterkfontein Caves have really helped us understand early humans better. They show us the many different types of early human species that existed, making us realize how complex the human family tree is. The fossils here are very important for learning about human evolution, especially how walking on two legs or bipedalism developed. This was a big change that led to humans as we know them today.
And this is one of the most thoughtful discoveries ever made. Salin and his crew wasted zero time once they hit the bottom of Lake Van on their quest for those ancient Eurasian treasures. It's like an adventure movie unfolding in real life. As they started their descent, one of the divers spots this enormous shadow lurking beneath the dark blue waters. Cue the goosebumps, right? But hold on, no sea monsters here. It turns out what they've stumbled upon is an honest-to-goodness castle. I mean, a legit, centuries-old fortress just sitting there, undisturbed, like it's been waiting for this moment. Now the real question is this the real deal? Is it a remnant of the long-lost Eurasian Empire? The divers are on the case and they make a jaw-dropping discovery, an emblem with a lion, the kind you'd expect from Eurasian culture. But when they start snapping pictures and digging deeper, it gets a little tricky. Some smarty-pants scholars are like, hold on a minute, that lion emblem could be from the Middle Ages. So now the plot thickens, and the castle starts revealing its secrets. But hey, archaeologists aren't about to settle for easy answers, and that's where these intrepid divers come in. They're not done yet. I mean, who knows what other treasures might be hiding under those mysterious waters? And talking about surprises, ever heard of a flight? It's this rare Dutch merchant ship from the 17th century that these guys in the Baltic stumbled upon. It's like finding a time capsule in the deep sea. This ancient vessel is still chilling there, nearly perfectly preserved. And get this, the cargo's still inside. Now there's a twist to this story. Even though the ship's super old, it's in surprisingly good shape, thanks to the unique conditions deep down in the sea. Usually salt water and warmth would have destroyed it by now, but this ship is like, nah, I'm good. And the cherry on top? They call this ship a flight, not your everyday word, right? Thrilling? What could be hiding beneath this surface? Lake Van, a place that never freezes, sitting high at over 5,000 feet above sea level. It's like Mother Nature's own liquid masterpiece. But here's the catch. The water's so darn salty that it's a bit of a ghost town down there. Like, the only residents who can handle this high sodium party are these mackerel-sized fellas known as pearl mullets. They're the true saltwater champs. But hold on to your snorkels because there's more to this tale. You see, there have been rumors swirling for over a century about something lurking in the deep, something monstrous. Locals have claimed to spot a creature in Lake Van. And while many of these tales were dismissed as fishermen's folklore, Anil Kozak in '97 went all Spielberg and managed to film this colossal squid-like creature. It's like straight out of a sci-fi flick, I tell you. Now meet Tosin Salin, a dude who's like an underwater wizard, an experienced diver and a pro at capturing the hidden beauty of the deep. He's the fearless leader of the dive squad on a quest to unearth the secrets of the long-forgotten Eurasian realm. You'd think a guy like him, with all his underwater wisdom, would be raring to jump into Lake Van. But even he's got the jitters. See, the legend of the monster has even him feeling a little skittish. So as the team plunges deeper into the lake, you can't help but get a spine-tingling sensation. It's like they're entering the unknown, a world where anything could be lurking just beneath the murky surface. It's like a real-life thriller, and you're on the edge of your seat, wondering what's going to pop up next. What exactly is the backstory of these Dutch ships? To be exact, they can be linked back to the shipbuilders of Hoorn, a Dutch port city located about 20 miles north of Amsterdam. The city was founded in the 8th century and quickly rose to prominence as a major port and commerce hub. As Hoorn's global trade expanded, there was an immediate need for sturdy ships capable of transporting freight across great distances of ocean. As the 16th century came to a close, flights began to appear. Skilled Dutch shipwrights designed and constructed magnificent trade ships, making Holland the undisputed master of the high seas in the 17th century. The flight's most innovative feature was that it was a dedicated commercial transport, with the majority of its interior space dedicated to freight. The ship's shapes were also deliberated to increase cargo capacity. Although their decks were quite compact, the hull bulged out behind the ship's superstructure to create more interior volume. The astute shipwrights of Hoorn undoubtedly noticed an additional benefit to this protruding form below the reduced deck. The Dutch merchant fleet faced tolls from other countries like the Danes. However, these fees were determined by deck area, so having a compact deck was an actual advantage. Hardwoods were utilized for the keel and framework of the aircraft, while softer woods like pine were used for the planking. The flights, which were typically about 80 feet in length from bow to stern, had 3 small sail-bearing masts and minimal gear. Because to this feature, the number of crew members might be reduced, freeing up more room for cargo. Because of her well-thought-out design, a flight is not only inexpensive to construct, but also requires only a small crew of experienced sailors. A newly launched aircraft might make back her building expenses in as little as 2 trade trips, as stated in a piece by historian Joe Wheatley published on the Captain Cook Society website. Batuan divers captured some breathtaking footage of the area around the flight. The diver with the camera rounds the wreck, and it's hard to believe how much detail is still visible after 400 years. It's incredible that this wooden vessel is still in excellent condition after all these years. Timber rails in the Batuan film are covered in seaweed without losing their structural integrity. Along the hull are square portholes framed in ornate woodwork, the workmanship of which is still apparent. The spar-mounting holes in a wooden capstan are unbroken. The majority of the ship's planks are still in place and unharmed. How exactly does this ship look now? Although the ship's stern has been damaged, it still retains its basic shape. The rigging from the flight is strewn about the debris on the ocean floor. Fishing boats trawling is virtually certainly to blame for whatever damage the ship has received. Fragments of netting from the prow to the stern suggest that a net was formerly dragged across the flight. The divers discovered the Hokeman, a carved human figure, near the sunken flight, but it had been moved from where it had originally been fastened to the stern of the ship. There remains, however, the apparent question of why, after 4 centuries at sea's bottom, this wooden ship has not just rotted away. After all, that ending is very much to be expected. Earlier, it was indicated that the waters where the flight from the 17th century is located had some quite unique qualities. The waters at the bottom of the Gulf of Finland are unusually desalinated compared to those of other oceans and seas. Furthermore, the water's chilly temperature is consistent throughout the year. The Baltic seafloor is quite unfriendly to the organisms that would ordinarily consume a wooden shipwreck. The shipworm in particular would perish in such an environment. Small clams like these are the primary culprits in the ruin of wooden vessels in tropical and temperate seas. These tiny mollusks, sometimes known as pileworms, and their larvae can do significant damage. The creatures will lay their eggs on wet wood. When these eggs hatch, shipworm larvae and adult shipworms eat their way through the wood very quickly. In reality, these small clams pose a threat to both surface ships and shipwrecks, and they can even cause structural damage to harbors made of wood. Along the Baltic Sea's shores, the exceedingly destructive common shipworm, Teredo nivalis, is rife. Could these be the famous shipworms? These creatures have a small shell from which a tube as long as 18 inches extends. Shipworms are common near the Baltic shores, but they can't tolerate the harsher environment found farther out to sea. As a result, centuries-old timber shipwrecks might emerge from the depths looking almost as good as new. And that's why the Batuan flight was so miraculously preserved. However, how big of a deal is this discovery in the Gulf of Finland really? The University of Stockholm maritime archaeologist Associate Professor Dr. Nicholas Eriksson was quoted in a press statement on the flight find issued by the 2020 Batuan Group. The significance of his finding was obvious to him. According to Eriksson, the wreck shows not just common flight elements, but also some unusual ones, like as the stern's construction. It's possible this is a prototype of the design. This shipwreck is a rare chance to learn more about the evolution of a vessel that was used to establish early modern global trade networks. So, according to Eriksson, the modern global business system, which we typically consider to be a totally modern phenomena, can be traced back to maritime trade in the 17th century. These 80-foot timber aircraft were the equivalent of today's gigantic container ships plying the world's trade routes in the 17th century. Meanwhile, Batuan's brave volunteers are hard at work trying to discover what mysteries lay beneath the Baltic Sea.